Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. We're going to be taking another look at Let's Meet Adam. I finally figured it out, so you should not call Soren because he is a dirty little cannibal. I bet you anything he is. And that's why we died all those times. So you are supposed to call Evander when you see the masked killer standing across the street from you, and then it'll get you a little bit further. So we are still attacked by that dude, but I think that we were rescued, and it seems like we know that River is dead. We had like a vision, and I think River came to us in the vision and was like, I think you know the answer about what happened to me. And I don't know, I can't even say those words without it really weighing down on my soul, because I really had hoped that we were going to find River again, and that we were going to be able to introduce River to Evander, and that, you know, there was going to be some kind of secret that I could do. But if the game is telling me that, then, yeah, I think we're too late. Let's see, Evander. Hello, Evander? Babe, thank goodness you picked up. Are you alright? Things are still a bit fuzzy. Ow, my head. It still freaking hurts. Well, at least that's all that hurts. And it's not just physical trauma. I made sure to look you over once I got you to the apartment. Confirm you didn't have any injuries anywhere. You brought me to your apartment? What the hell? No, we're at the nurse's office. What? You weren't answering your texts or calls, which is weird when you're out, which isn't that weird when you were out, that I guess, but I just had the weirdest feeling something was wrong. So I thought I'd park in front of the venue, maybe catch you leaving, and that's when I noticed some weird movements in the alley. Luckily I checked. If not, I wouldn't have found you, face up in the dirt, babbling something fierce. So that's when you scooped me up and brought me home. Yup. Honestly, hun, at first I wasn't even sure where I was. Rohypnol will do that to you. Rohypnol, roofies. You think I was roofied? Well, I can't be totally sure. Duh! Do not... Okay, again, loves. We're revisiting this again. Babes, don't leave your drink somewhere at a party and then go pick it up later. Never do that. Always get a fresh one. If you can't get a fresh one, they're fresh out of booze or water or whatever it is that you're drinking, because this is a family-friendly channel and we shouldn't be talking just about booze. Stella, I'm trying to give people life advice. If you could come sit with me, I could tell you some life advice. Anyways, never do that. Never, ever, ever. Always get something fresh. If it's over, then it's over. Probably need a blood sample tested, but when I found you and throughout the entire trip home in my car, there's just no way that was only booze. What happened last night? Can you tell me what happened? It's a bit fuzzy, but of course I'll try. You're one of the only people in my life that I can talk to about this. Where were you? I'm so sorry, hun. I couldn't take this morning off work. There was no one to open the clinic. But don't worry. I've got the afternoon covered, so I'm only doing a half day. I can totally be back at the apartment right after lunch. Oh, thank you so much, babe. That makes me feel a lot more at ease. Just thank you for everything. You're very welcome. And I do want to talk about it now, actually, if you still can. Of course. Shoot. I feel like I need to know all the details, and maybe talking about it will help jog that memory of yours. And that's when Starface, showed up. Thank God you came to check that alley. I'm pretty certain I'd be dead if you didn't. Did he say anything to you? Yes, but his voice was distorted. Some kind of voice modulation? Either way, it sounded a voice I could place or recognize. Holy shit. Yeah. It's not like he needed much to say anyways. The sledgehammer he was holding said it all. Babe, I'm really worried about you. This is spiraling out of control. Do you understand that? What are you going to do about this? Tell me, where's your head at? I don't know. Honestly, I'm thinking I'll stop by work, do some investigating, snooping. No, don't do that. I'll be home around 1:30, maybe 2. Just stay at the apartment. Okay, then we can, I don't know, make sure we have our story straight and then call the cops or something. What? We're going to call the police? You don't want to? No, you're probably right. Listen, we can talk about it when I get home. All right, Adam? Of course, hon. See you soon. That's all right. See you soon. Be safe. It's a terrible idea, but decided to visit the studio. It's not like I told Evander I wouldn't go in. Why are you doing this, sweet boy? Adam. Goodness me, I didn't expect you to be here. And why would that be? Well, a lot of the staff aren't in today. Granted, most of them are likely hungover, bumbling dipwits a lot. But seeing as how I have my own headache, I can't be too pissed. Right, my boy? Yeah, right. Do you have an enthralling time last night? Enthralling? I wouldn't go that far, Ted, but it was certainly interesting. Interesting. Is that the best you can muster? But before you say another word, follow me to my office. I have some news that's sure to astound. As if last night didn't. Tad, what on earth are you going on about? Enough! Everyone's waiting. No! Adam! Over here! Hey, Adam, you made it. Dude, you don't look bad at all. Guess you didn't have a crazy night, huh? You gotta, like, tell me your secret someday. I, on the other hand, feel like death. That's because you weren't rocking the traditional, and might I say, time-honored next day dark sunglasses work. Black suit sunglasses don't suit me at all, Chuck. Otherwise, I'd be totally down. Isn't that bad? Is it bad form that I, like, had a super rad time last night? I'm so happy I didn't go, though. Well, I'm glad that you aren't totally one of us yet. I, for reals, miss having this version of our Chuck around. Right on, I totally get you. Hey, you're really quiet. What happened to you last night? You just disappeared. John said that he got bored of waiting around for you, so he just kind of left. If I'm honest, that's when I noticed John's both glaring at me from across the room. What's wrong with you guys? Near the front. Okay, Obsy and Hunter. Everybody's here? Okay. Hello, Earth to Adam. What's going on with you? You're totally not acting like yourself. He's probably just gassed from yesterday. Isn't that right, dude? Yeah, that's right. I was gonna say, the booze last night just didn't agree with me. That's all. First off, let me begin by saying, you're all fired! No, I'm kidding. I'm pleased by the turnout and support of all those who attended GAVA. You remembered you're all ambassadors of the brand, and that you represent me. And you conducted yourselves as such. Congratulations. None of you are fired. He's wanting to talk about remembering, considering how plastered he was. And so rejoice, I say! Manticore kicked royal ass last night. Pardon my French. We took home so many honors by landslide. You should have seen the look on the faces of those men.com and Next Door Studios dregs. Ooh, it was classic. Well, that's not all. No. I have 2 more absolutely riveting announcements. So naturally, our Obsy, once again, won Performer of the Year. Bravo. Yes, we all knew that was coming, so I suppose that announcement isn't much of a shock. However, I'm also thrilled to proclaim that my masterpiece, yes, the very porno that the feature of Manticore video may very well rest upon, is almost 50% filmed, and within budget, even though we spared no expense at the artistic vision and execution. 50% filmed? Sir, we've been running to sets back and forth all day. What do you mean 50% filmed? Who will be its cover model? That would be my newest muse. No, not me. I don't want to be it. No, bro, no. I don't understand. Me? But why? Dear boy, I told you already. I thought everyone knew. I put a preview of your scene with John up to that online website of ours, and the sheer number of emails and comments, unprecedented, all positive, all salacious, tens of thousands of them, from all around the globe, demanding to know more about you, and clamoring to see more. I'd be a damn fool not to highlight your inclusion through the cover spot. Oh no! This should be interesting. Electrifying stuff, isn't it? The point is, just because Manticore swept the night at GAVA doesn't mean that I'll rest on my laurels. There's no shortage of projects coming up, so we still have our work cut out for us. To Manticore video, now into the future and forever. No, Adam, man. Well, that was totally unexpected, huh? Yeah, you can say that again. Was it, though? Although I, for one, remain undecided as to whether that last little itty-bitty was a good thing, or a bad thing. For you, of course, Adam. Sadly, Manticore always wins out in the end. In all my years, I think this was the most interesting meeting we've had yet. You can just tell, Tad is feeling himself, riding this high, as if he's never called his underlings to a meeting in his office before. Underlings? I hate to say it, but that's exactly how Tad thinks of everyone. He is the brand, and Manticore Video is him. We're all just the insignificant cells that comprise him, while he auteurs his dynasty. Oh, Tad. He just doesn't get it, does he, Obsy? He'll never be a true visionary. So I hate to steal away a prized commodity, but you know I'm pretty greedy. You covet beauty for yourself. I know you. You don't like to share. I collect and thus protect. You're such a liar. Be that as it may, would you two mind giving Adam and I a minute? Oh, sure thing. Adam, we'll catch up later then, okay? I still want to hear about your night. Finish up our convo. We'll do, Soren. And that's my opening to Jed as well. Check you boys later. And hey, Adam, just because you catch the wave doesn't mean you gotta ride it all the way, brah. That's the best advice I can give you. Hope it comes in handy. So, I know you don't know me as well as some of the other guys, unlike Soren or even Hunter, but I wanted to check in with you, Adam. I know this is a lot. Tad is a lot. Yes, even for the best of us. How are you holding up? Just to be clear, I didn't ask for this, you know, Opsy. Not many do. There are those like you who are destined for it. Welcome to the elite. And I think that's a damn good reason to celebrate. Why don't you join me tonight in an hour or so at my place for a drink? Just the two of us? Yes, of course. I'm embarrassed to admit this, but it was very wrong of me to doubt you have what it takes. So let me make it up to you. This is my very sincere attempt to make things right. Okay? Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. I don't know. Okay, I'm overwriting that. We're gonna accept. Excellent, but why'd you make it a point to add casual in there? Just don't be late. Can't wait for us to get to know one another better. Okay. He's probably going to kill us. I don't think he's the killer because he seems to be way too tall. He seems too tall to be, Starface or whatever. Starface! Okay, so here we go. We're in his house. We're in his creepy, creepy house. We're in his creepy, creepy house. I don't like this house. It's very scary. Adam, you made it. Jesus, Hobbsy, you scared me. No me tonight? Nah, I gave everyone the night off. There's no need to have someone around. To what, pour us drinks? I can pour our own drinks. The day I can't will be a sorry one. Did I ever mention I worked as a bartender? For a hot but sad Los Angeles minute? No, you haven't. Were you in WeHo? Never. If you were from LA, I'd say that was a dig. You trying to hurt my feelings, Adam? No, of course not. It'd be a weird habit if I enjoyed spending my evenings insulting people in their own homes. So there is a little fight in you after all. A bit of sass and mania is good. That's why Soren and I get along so well. Glad to see you're opening up to me. That may be so. I always felt more comfortable in one-on-one situations. You may not believe it, but I do too. Stay right where you are. Let me get our drinks ready. I have the perfect cocktail for a cool summery night. Neat, bold, a little rich, and a little spicy. You'll love it. Oh, really? I don't like that. Can't very well give you the grand tour without a drink in hand. He's gonna take us to a dungeon. There's actually a lot of things to consider cheers worthy as of late. Well, fishing for compliments, I see. Well, I'll bite. Obviously to celebrate your ascent into manticore nobility. Not officially an exclusive, but obviously something more. It must be nice having it all handed to you, for everything to simply fall into place. I wouldn't quite say that. Perhaps I haven't put the work in as much as some, but I have sacrificed more than I care to admit. And like I've been saying this entire time, most of this I did not ask for. Haha, fair enough. You know, many people say it's lonely at the top, that crowns aren't meant to be shared. In my eyes, that's some truthful shit right there. And it'll be difficult to convince me otherwise. But I didn't say impossible. Adam, you make me question if the top spot can be earned, and I love that. I love being challenged, mentally stimulated, so thank you. You're welcome. You really think there's room at the top for us both? Two tops never work out. But I could always be yours? Come, let me give you that tour I promised. Okay, it's a very beautiful house, basically. I'm trying to not read as much. I know that with these past few episodes, you guys might be frustrated that I'm not reading out loud as much, or reading everything as I was in like some of the earlier episodes, but honestly it is to save my voice, and to also make sure that I get through the episodes and get through the game. So that concludes the tour. Lucky you, you scooped at the last one of the evening. House is amazing. I feel like you walked me through his museum. Thank you. Actually, you haven't seen it all yet. There are 2 other rooms left. I have my private gallery, where I keep my rarest and not to boast most valuable exhibitions, and then there's also my master bedroom. It is an amazing floor-to-ceiling fireplace. Would you care for a nightcap there? Let's go to the bedroom. Run up to the bedroom really quick and make sure it's ready for you. I'm gonna... Oh, wait. I can look around? It's a piece of River's necklace. Engraved watch. Tad? Bro. Touch this. It's clearly suspicious. Bro, there's got to be something else here that I'm missing. Whoa. What did I find? Oh, you are Satan. The watch, this, and this, and this. How about this? How did I do? 3 insight points. Okay. Yeah, he's absolutely... I have to get out of here before he comes back. I'm not prepared and I'm alone. Why are you outside, sweetie? No! Sweetheart. Oh no! I'm dead! Oh no! Hello? Oh, look at that. That's nice. That's a cross. Oh my god. That's a sickle. Bro. The violent end. Okay. Ending 6 out of 8. I received a gallery item. Hooray! We're gonna accept and see if I get a different end if I choose the gallery instead. It's probably gonna be even worse. Sir? Is that River? This is your gallery? I told you it was, didn't I? What is this place? That's River! No, it can't be! River! Beautiful, isn't it? Isn't he? He's a person, you monster! He's my friend! Oh, I know. I've known about you two for a while now. That's what makes this even better. And if you dare correct me, let me give you the same courtesy. He was your friend. Now he's just a trick and I like to look at every now and then. How could you do this to him? That's your question? You don't want to know why? You don't want to know if he suffered? Which he did. You're Satan. I had every right to do what I did to River. In the wild, you should see what's normally left of the competition when a mighty beast has ripped apart a young upstart. As the victor, I honored his feeble efforts, preserving him and his fresh-laced beauty for all eternity. Perfect end for an angel. At least that's what he was when he first got to L.A. Go f*** yourself. You're not the naive saint you pretend to be either. River had a lot of promise at first, before he got fame-hungry, drugged out, and didn't stay in his lane. Too bad you don't get to learn this lesson sooner, Adam. But the thing about being a manticore is no one sits atop this throne but me. When you take my gigs, when you take my money, my life's blood, the ability to provide for those I care for, that's more than professionally dangerous. To me, it's deeply f***ing personal, and I'm not giving up this lifestyle of mine without an all-out massacre if need be. You'll never get away with this, didn't I? Hate to be the asshole. However, no one came looking for him. Other than you. But speaking of massacres, there will be one of everyone you hold dear, here in LA, but also Arizona, if you divulge to anyone a single damning word about anything you've learned here today. So why don't you just let it go? Run away, Adam. Run away, and don't you dare ever return. If you look back, I'll tear your fucking eyes out. It's a threat. I have to do something. God damn you to hell, Obsy. That's the spirit. I love it when they want to put up a real struggle. None of that no means yes bullshit. See if you want to join River that badly. I'll bury you alive inside a barrel along with your dead friend. Oh shit, that's something that actually happened. You know, the Megan is Missing movie obviously isn't real, but it is based loosely on some real life cases that actually happened. That's really messed up. To rot away beside you. Oh, I wonder what ending this is. Come on, come on! I jump into my car and frantically attempt to start the engine, almost dropping my keys. I hear the growl underneath the hood. Like a lunatic, I check my mirror constantly. My head is... Okay. I glance at my phone. I want to call someone, anyone. But I can't. Not if I want to keep everyone safe. I can never talk to Evander again. I'm sorry, Evander. I'll miss him so much. But the best thing I can do for everyone is to cut all ties and skip town, never to be heard from again. I won't even stop by the apartment to grab my stuff. And I'll drive all the way back home to Arizona tonight if I have to. My phone starts to vibrate. Evander's name showing through the caller ID. Looking down and a single tear falls from my eyes and I end his call. I open up my map app and put in the address for my parents' house. Goodbye, Ellie. Goodbye, Evander. Goodbye, River. Wow. I kind of thought that, okay, so the gutless end. So we've gotten 3 endings so far. We've gotten the violent end. We've gotten, I think, the gruesome end. And then this is the gutless end. Ending 3 out of 8. Okay. So I'm actually surprised that Obzi is the killer. That does not seem... That seems like way too obvious of an answer. And that can't be all that there is to it. So I'm going to dive back in. We're going to reject Obzi and see what happens. I'm going to say no. I can't. Evander and I have plans. Besides Obzi, it's a little short notice for me if I'm being honest. Honestly, it's a currency that doesn't get you much nowadays. I thought I was being honest and look what it got me. You turned me down anyways. But I respect your time and your decision. Can I take a rain check? Of course. But you know, rain checks eventually expire. See you around. Okay. Yeah, you are Satan. No, no, we're not going to talk to this man anymore. Evander came back to the apartment. So I'm going to be staying with him from now on. I've never lived with a boyfriend before. Okay, we're going to go pick up our stuff. No! AC is out? The lights are acting up? I don't like that. Come on, bro. No, don't do this. Who's calling me? Why? Hello, Adam. What do you want? Isn't the more pressing question, where am I? Glad you're out of the bathroom, but I'd appreciate if you move closer to your window. I'm having a harder time seeing you. I'm not doing anything you say, besides you're lying. I think this brave face is your meager attempt at bluffing. You're too much of a pansy to be a gambling man. I'm gonna hang up and call the police. Hang up and I'll tear Evander's intestines out with my bare hands. No, don't hurt him. Stop. I won't hang up. I won't hang up. That's a good little bitch. Now calm your ass down before you piss me off. Where is he? If you mean Evander, he's safe at his apartment, for now. But if you mean River... I should have known. Of course you know about River. What did you do to him? Sky came in hot but humble, a lot like you did. Thing is, I don't buy humble. That's a front people put up, when they aren't ballsy enough to own their own greatness. He made things complicated. So he had to go, much like you're going to. What do you mean? You're gonna run away, Adam. Run away with your tail between your legs and don't ever come back. If you stay, I'll take that as a threat. What is it you want? I want you to disappear, and I'm giving you the option to do so with your head intact. Take the clue and hightail it out of LA tonight. Really? I'm leaving LA for good. Okay, we're going together? Decided to leave with me. We hugged for what felt like an eternity, with me sobbing into his strong protective chest. He said that although it hadn't been that long, that he was certain I was the one. Evander couldn't afford to lose me now. And if keeping me and our love safe meant running away together, then that's what we would do. And it was everything I dreamed of for a while. We had a happy life, him and I. But no relationship could survive the strain of what we left behind. Both of us constantly looking over our shoulders. My inconsolable guilt over abandoning River. His sweet pea, I'm almost done. She's really upset. His frustration with never being enough to pull me through. We fought every day, cried and made up almost every other day, until Evander left me, and he was right to do so. Evander and I still speak every now and then, as terse and stifled as those conversations go. And he may... Just ignore her. She's fine. And he may hate me for it, but in my mind, I kept him safe, unlike the friend I sought to save. Interesting. So... Bittersweet end. Okay, let me actually record what endings we've gotten. We've gotten 4, right? Because I kept getting 1 over and over again. And then we've got... I don't know. Guys, I'm going to have to actually look back. I've been recording so much today that I'm actually like a little like confused about what has actually happened and what I've actually done. Okay, So I'm maybe gonna try to play around with this like one more time, but I think that, yeah, I'm gonna try and play around with this one more time to see if I can't figure out if, how to get the right ending. It might be a while before I get to another episode of Let's Meet Adam, but we've gotten through quite a few of the endings here. And I think that what I'm like to do now, just in case, is I'd like to take my time to kind of talk about the thoughts about the overall game. So this was an amazing, astounding sequel. This was just a fantastic follow-up to the first game. And like I said, there was nothing wrong with the first game. I really loved this, but this took exactly what was successful about Let's Meet Adam, the first game, and then made it better. So we have, we have a more expanded sense of story. We've got more exploration and things like that. One thing that I do wish was more consistent was the insight points. And the insight points, I had wished that, like, some of it, I think, I'm not quite sure what the... Oh my god, I'm on the special thanks. This is the first time that I saw the credits in full because I've been clicking through to, like, anxiously... Thank you! You put me in the special thanks? You didn't have to do that! That's so nice. Thank you. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm not crying. Wow, thank you so much. Wow, thank you. Yeah, so this was an astounding sequel. And like I was saying about the insight points, the insight, I feel like it's kind of inconsistent as to whether or not it's going to lead to like a CG or if it's going to lead to like another decision. I'm not quite sure. Especially like when we were at the end and we were with Soren and we were supposed to say something like, oh, it's great, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't quite know what the point of that insight point was. I'm sure with more playthroughs, I'm gonna figure it out, so I'm not gonna like hold that against the game or anything. I think that the mechanics in this game otherwise work fairly well. This is a really gorgeous game from the backgrounds are super consistently like beautiful. It all looks like it's a part of the same world. We've got some beautiful CGs, and then we've also just got some wonderful, wonderful character designs here. And I love how each of the characters has a distinctive personality to them, but then we also get to know them. So we get to go out to the lunches and things like that. And I'm excited to do more replays of this game to see if there's something that potentially impacts a future playthrough and impacts what endings it is that I get. Overall, I think this is a very successful follow-up sequel. And oh my god, like the beats in this game are also really fantastic. The voice acting that they had is just really, really good. And I just love that there's even more to explore with this game than in the first because there's so many CGs. So overall, while the first game is definitely near and dear to my heart, Let's Meet Adam 2 has like stolen it a little bit. Like, I think that definitely if you enjoyed the first game, this is something that you absolutely need to pick up. If you're somebody that enjoys any kind of murder mystery novel, like, please pick this game up because I mean, there's so much to love about this game. And again, another thing that I really liked about this game was that it kind of explores the horrors of the adult industry. Now, obviously, like, some people might be watching this game and be like, well, it's actually like demonizing people because not all people work like that. And I'm like, no, but then again, that's not the point of the game. The point of the game is to explore the ways in which men are exploited in the porn industry and in the adult industry. And it's important to bring light to something like that because that's not something that's talked about. That's not something that's really talked about in games at all. Like, I've never heard this touched on. You've got like a ton of games, I think, that talk about, Honeycam Studio comes to mind, but that kind of has like a little bit more of a positive spin on it where it's like, yeah, we know we're sleazy, but whatever. But this game is like dark and kind of gets into the reasons as to why people do these things, and it's really easy to see how people can be manipulated, and I think that that's just so fascinating. So you've got another layer kind of what you're exploring here. Yeah, so I really love this game. I'm excited to see if we're gonna have any other Let's Meet Adams in the series, and I'm excited to check out more endings. But for now, I am going to leave this game here, and I want to thank you all so much for watching this episode, and for watching these videos, and for following me on the Let's Meet Adam 2 journey. And just thank you so much to the developer, again, for giving me an early copy of the game. This has just been astoundingly well done, and it was a delight to be able to go through it and get to know all these different characters, and I'm excited to keep trying to see what kind of endings it is that I can get. So again, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like. It really does help the channel out. Also subscribe to the channel, and when you subscribe, be sure to hit the notifications bell so you get updates when I upload future episodes. Without further ado, thank you all so much for watching. Bye! I'd like to give a very special shout out and thanks to my patrons, AceWolf741, Deep Dive Dylan, Brian White, Caleb Putnam, Robin Harper, and Bob Conway.